Okay, so today I'm gonna go over a little bit on my thoughts and a little bit of information on this Black & Decker. It's the BCDM T120. It's the 20 volt lithium drill driver multi-use. It's called the Matrix series, but you got a whole bunch of different attachments. This is just a handful of them. There's a whole bunch more out there. This is the circular saw, the jigsaw, I think, is what it's called. The basically your sawzall. You got your drill, got your impact head, and of course you got your the body of it, which is surprisingly light. Obviously, the motor in here is the heaviest part, but it's surprisingly light, and it does not wear down your hand, or your wrist, or your arm. After extended use, you can get way up underneath and use this thing all day long, and it won't tire you out. These batteries are actually not bad either. They're lithium batteries. They're not heavy duty or heavy bulky NiCad batteries or anything like that. They're actually nice and compact, and they do have a good life on them. I'm surprised how long these actually last for how light they are. This is my first one. As you can probably see, I've beat the ever-living piss out of it. I've thrown it, I've bumped it, I've kicked it, I've dragged it across this and that, and I've used it in the rain, in the snow, in the pretty much in every weather condition you can think of. And this thing just will not quit. I've had other more expensive, heavy-dutier sets like this, and they ended up failing on me, where this thing, surprisingly how cheap they are. I'm surprised at how well it's actually doing. This thing I got for about, I think it was about 50 to 60 bucks, brand new, and it came with the drill attachment, a single battery, and a just basic charger for it. The drill attachment broke very quickly, and I was probably abusing it a little more than I should, so it's probably partially my fault. So I went ahead and got the impact attachment, and I've been using the impact attachment heavily, and cranking on it and torquing on it, and just doing everything I shouldn't be doing to it for probably about a year now, and it's still going strong. So very impressed with that, very happy with that. I bought this impact attachment when it was new. It was like 35, 40 bucks, so not terribly bad. The thing that I really like about a system like this is basically how compacted it is and how versatile it is, because you have all of these different attachments and a whole bunch more. I think there's a router and a tire inflator and just a whole bunch of different ones that you can get, and you can pretty much fit all of this stuff in a bag and throw it in your trunk and not take up any more room than, you know, a box for a single drill. Whereas if you had all of these as dedicated tools, if you had a battery-powered saw like this, and a saw like that, and a saw like that, and you had a battery-powered impact, and you had a battery-powered drill, and they all took their own cases and their own spots, you'd have a whole stack of boxes that you'd have to carry around. But something like this, you got a couple different batteries, I got two bodies here, you can get away with one, and you got all these just heads, which don't take up much space at all. Throw them in a bag and go. Another thing I'm not really a fan of on this is this charger here. This thing takes quite a while to charge it. This is the regular, just the basic one that comes with it. I got this flash charger here, and it charges it remarkably fast. It's a huge noticeable difference in how fast it goes. This one was so slow, I actually decided to buy another battery for mine. So I had two batteries for it. after I got that one, I could probably get away with one battery, because if I'm not out there doing something that I need to get done right away, I can go ahead, do something else quick, come back, and it'll be charged. I haven't timed it. I can't give you an exact number in minutes how long it takes to charge the battery, but it is remarkably noticeably faster than that charger over there. So far, overall, very, very impressed with this system. It's served quite well for the year that I've had it. I've had this one a year and this one for about the same amount of time. And I recently picked up this other one, 2 batteries, this charger, and these 2 attachments here. So I don't have a whole lot of use on these yet, but so far they seem to be holding up pretty well. Thing to note with the circular saw attachment is it does drain the battery faster than the impact of the drill or something like that would, because it's more of a load, you're cutting through stuff. So if you're going to be using this a lot, I'd recommend picking up the quick charger and a few extra batteries for it, just so you always have the power when you need it. It's a lot less of a hassle to use something like this than to go mobile and try to find a place to plug in an extension cord and drag that around all the time, be rolling over that with a creeper and all that fun stuff. So that's my opinion on it. That's what I have to say about it. Definitely recommend it for pretty much anybody. All the generic stuff. Hi cat, I like to play with the tripod. Well, I am pleasantly surprised with how much torque this thing actually puts out. This probably won't break a lug nut free, because a lot of people over tighten them. You'll probably need to break it free by hand, and then the rest of the work you can do with that. But other than that, not really anything to complain about. Pretty happy with it, and I would definitely buy another one if these 2 were to quit. So there you go.